class. I hope you're having an amazing day. As you can see, what do you think we're going to be doing today? Yes, we are going to be doing the United States map. So you're also going to need yours. It's okay if it's one that you've colored, just so that way you have one of your maps. You're going to need one of those maps. And then if you can find something, if you want to put an item on it, you can definitely put an item on it, or you can just touch it when we go. But we are going to review the ones that we have done, so that way they're kind of fresh in our brain, So we've got our state, Arizona, California. Oops, I wish I should have went to Florida, right? So let me try that again. Arizona, Florida, California, Oregon, and then I gotta jump over here, New York, Washington, Idaho, Nevada. I'm gonna flip my pointer so you can kind of see more where I'm at. Nevada, Utah, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Georgia, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Kentucky, Alabama. And here's our new ones. These are our new ones that are right here. We've got Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana. So those are the ones, and I probably did them in just maybe a little different order than our other chart. So oops on me if I kind of jumped in the wrong order. These don't have our numbers on it. And I do realize when we talked about different ones, like when we were in Oregon, why we jumped way over to New York, because we were talking about the Twin Towers, about 9/11. So that's why we jumped when we would jump really far. The same with Georgia. Georgia, remember who was from Georgia? You're right, Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King is Georgia. Next door to Alabama. Why Alabama? Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was born in Alabama, And then, of course, we have Virginia and Kentucky. We have George Washington, and we have Abraham Lincoln, and that's why we kind of jumped there. Pennsylvania, Phil the Groundhog, remember? We kind of celebrate Phil the Groundhog, whether winter is going to last longer or if spring's coming earlier. So those are the ones that we kind of like jump in different areas for. So are you ready? Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to kind of give maybe little clues, and then you can figure out what state am I talking about. I'll start off easy. Okay, I'll start off easy. We live in this state. This is the state we live in. The Grand Canyon is there. Of course, Arizona. We are Arizona. Okay, ready? This state is named after George Washington. Okay, if you put it on Washington, you are correct. This state is where the NASA space station is. If you went Florida, you are correct. This state is where Rosa Parks was born. If you went Alabama, you are correct. This state touches Arizona, but also touches the ocean. Okay, so it has to touch us, plus it is touching the ocean. Now this is when it's a little tricky, because this does look like this is the ocean, but it's not. This is Mexico. So Mexico comes here. So really, this right here is land. So Arizona, definitely we do not touch the water, and neither does New Mexico. They're not touching, like right here, where it touches us, it's not touching. So if you said California, because California definitely has, look at all that ocean. California has a lot of ocean over there, over there. Okay, let's see. This state is where Mount Rushmore is. If you went South Dakota, you are correct. This state is, let's see, this state, what state do I want to do? This state is where the Twin Towers used to be. The Twin Towers are not there anymore. They have the beams of light. You went New York. You are correct. You are correct. Okay, this state touches New Mexico. So you got to know where New Mexico is. So this state touches New Mexico, but it also has a lot of ocean that goes to it. So it has beaches. It has beaches, so it touches. So this was New Mexico. And if you went with Texas, you are correct, Texas, because Texas has a lot of ocean. So it has a lot of beaches. So if you are touching the oceans, then most likely you have beaches to go with it, which is amazing. I love the beaches. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do one last one. This state is below Montana. So you got to find Montana. So find Montana, and it's the state that is below it. Below. So if I was going, remember we got north, we've got east, south is down, and west. So if I'm Montana, I'm going to go south. I'm going down. So I'm going to go south. So if you are, here's Montana, going south down, I am Wyoming. Wyoming. Awesome job. Awesome job. So I'm going to try to do this a little more often, so that way some of your videos are going to start with us just reviewing and reviewing and reviewing our states. Okay, so I'm going to take this down really quickly. There goes my magnets. The joys of everything falling. Okay, so we are going to get ready to do some money. We're going to do some money. So I need you to get your money out. So remember, push pause if you need to. And I need you to get your money out. And we're going to do a little bit of money. So you need your bag of money, or however your money is. So please get that. And we're going to kind of review on some of our money. I've been kind of telling you that money's coming because we've been kind of identifying our coins. So we have our different coins. So we have our penny, and our penny is worth 1 cent. So we have our penny worth 1 cent. We have our nickel, which is worth 5 cents. So I count by fives. We have our dime, which is 10 cents. Dime. And then of course we have our quarter. We have our quarter. And so on here, so we have Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is on our penny. We have Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson is on our nickel. And then we have Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt on our dime, and then George Washington. George Washington on our quarter. So we have 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, and 25 cents. 25 cents. So we're going to start off a little easy. I'm not going to do mix of money right from the beginning. I just want to kind of get us ready for this. Okay, so you're going to get your coins. So I'm going to say an amount, and then you are going to make it with your money. You're going to make it with your money. Okay, so are you ready? So I would like you to make me, and remember, no mix of money right now. It will get challenging, but let's just kind of make sure that we know what coins to be touching. Okay, let's start off easy. Let's go with, I'm going to get some of you on this. I want 5 cents. 5 cents. 5 cents. Okay, there's 2 different ways we can do it. That has no mixing money going on. Okay, there's no mix of money, so it's a little challenging on that. Starting off easy, but kind of like, let's see. Okay, 2 ways we could have done it. That has no mixing. I could have went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have went 5 pennies, which has no mixing, or I could have just got my 5 cents, 5. So those are 2 different ways, but I didn't mix any money with it. I have 5 pennies or a 5 cents. Good job. Okay, ready? Here goes another one. Ready? 10 cents. 10 cents. Again, you can do it. You can do it 2 different ways that has no mixing money going on. Oh, sorry. 3 ways. Oops, on me. There are 3 ways to do this that has no mixing money. Can you do all 3? See if you can do all 3. That would be great. So see if you can do all 3 different ways to get to 10 cents that has no mixing money, meaning you are using the same coins in each pile. So 3 piles that have the same coins with no mixing to get to 10 cents. Okay, let's see. Did you get 3 piles? Did you go with one that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Oops, that's not, sorry, 10. There's 10. I could have went pennies. So that's one way. That's one pile. Or I could have went, here's another pile. I could have went 10, or sorry, 5, 10. 5, 10. That's another way. No mixing, but I still made it to 10. Or this is my other pile. 1 dime. 10. So that was 3 different ways I could get to 10 using pennies, just nickels, or just a dime. Okay, great job. Great job. Okay, so here we go. So let's do 25 cents. 25 cents. Okay, you can do 25 cents in 3 ways also. 3 ways, if you have enough. I'm letting you know right now, I do not have enough of one of them, so I can't do it. You might have enough, so you might be able to do it, but I don't. I can tell you right now. One of them, I don't have enough. So I can only do it 2 ways, but some of you might be able to do it 3 ways if you haven't had enough of one of these coins. Okay, so see if you can do. Did you do it 2 ways? Did you do it 3 ways? How many ways did you do it? Oliver's going for 3. Oliver's going for the 3 ways. He says he has enough, and he says he can do it. So we'll see. Now remember, I can't, so I cannot show you the 3rd way. I can tell you, but I won't be able to show it what mine would look like. Okay, so let's see. I'm giving you a moment. Okay, so here is the way. I can't do it. I don't have enough. But if you had enough pennies, you could get to 25 cents with not mixing anything. I could use 25 pennies, and that is, Oliver had enough pennies, so he could get to this. So there is one way, and I'm just going to kind of put it here that this was a way you could do it. You could do 25 pennies. 25 pennies. Here's another way. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's 25 cents right there. Just using my nickels, okay? Or the 3rd way, you could have had a quarter. A quarter is 25 cents. So 1 quarter is 25 cents. So you could have made it in 3 ways. Again, I could not with the pennies because I don't have enough of those pennies. But some of you might have had 25 pennies, and you could definitely have made 25 pennies. I could do 5 nickels to make my 25, or 1 quarter makes 25. Awesome job. Okay, here we go. Now, oops, I just lost my sticky to that one is not going to stick anymore because now my magnet came off. So oops on that quarter. So I'll have to use a different quarter. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to go with mixing now. We're going to mix some money. So now we can mix some money. So I'm going to give you an amount, and you are going to mix the money. Okay, you're going to mix the money. I'm going to let you know you will need pennies for this, 100%. There is no way to do it without the pennies. You will need these pennies, but you're going to be mixing other money to get to it. Okay, I'm going to start off with a kind of an easier one, and I'm going to go with 7 cents. 7 cents. Now remember, you're mixing money. Mixing money. I'm going to show you a clue. If you put 7 cents on your fingers, it kind of tells you right away there's a coin. So if there's 2, you have to use what for 2s? You're going to have to use pennies, because if I did these as nickels, 5, 10, too much money. If I did it by dimes, 10, 20, too much. If I did by quarters, that'd be 25, and then that'd be 50, way too much. But right here, this is a 5. Do I have a coin that is a 5? The answer is what, Bradley? Of course it is yes. So we could do this. And so this is what Bradley did. So Bradley took his 1 nickel, because we're getting 7 cents. Here's mine. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So he made his 7 cents with this. Great job. Great job. Okay, ready? Again, remember, you will be using your pennies. You will need your pennies for this. Okay, so I would like there to be, let's go 9 cents. 9 cents. So make me 9 cents. Okay, if you do it on your fingers again, you can see right away. Remember, if you ever have a 5 up, you know automatically you can use a nickel. Okay, so 9 cents. Let's see if this is what we got. Okay, so this is what Beverly got for hers. She did her 5 because she knew she had to get to 5, and she knows she's mixing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's the 9. So she did 1 nickel and 4 pennies. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job, Beverly. Okay, so ready? Here comes our next one. Okay, are you ready, Barrett? Here comes our next one. Okay, our next one, and you can do this different ways. So this one, you can do it a different way. You can do it in, let's see, it will be 2 different ways. 2 different ways you can do this one. Okay, you ready? I want 12 cents. 12 cents. So you got to think 12. So think where 12 is and what coins would you use to make 12 cents. So you can do your two different ways. If you want to do both, like 2 different piles and make one here and here, awesome. That kind of just makes your brain, you're making your brain really think about it, and you're kind of making sure, you know what, I don't want just one answer. I want there to be 2. Challenge yourself with that. So if you have enough money to do 2 different piles to make 12, definitely do it, because I'm going to do it because I do have enough. So here's one way. I can go 5, 10, 5, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I can go that way. Here's another way. Here's my 10, 10, and then I want my pennies, 11, 12. Now, someone just told me they did it a different way, and this is what they did. Okay, I'm going to show you what they did. So they took one of the nickels away. So they just went with 5, and they went 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they only did one of those, but that was definitely a different way. That was definitely a different way that you could do that. So that was a great job. Great job doing that, Peter, that you kind of made 3 piles. Great job. He had enough money that Peter was able to make it into 3 different piles. 3 different piles. Okay, so ready? Now remember, if my number, say my number is bigger. If my number is bigger than 5, I can definitely, I can use one of these. If my number is bigger than 10, so like for 5, so say if I say 6, 7, 8, 9, I know I'm going to be using that because it's bigger than 5. If I want to go with 10, if my number is 11, 12, 13, 14, I can definitely, because it's bigger than 10, so I can use this. If my number is bigger than 25, then I can definitely go here. If my number is smaller than 25, definitely can't use this. It's too big. It's too much money. I would have to get change back. So I want you to listen to my number, okay? You are going to be mixing, okay? My number is 27. 27. 27. Now, there's many different ways you can do it. You can definitely do it many different ways. But I want you to think 27. That I only want you to make this doing Mix of Money one way. One way. Using your biggest coin. Okay, I want to see if you can do it. So that way I can just kind of see that, yes, there is 100%. 20, you can make it with pennies. You can mix it with pennies. You can do it also with your nickels. You could do it with your dimes. You definitely can. You can mix some other money. But how would you make 27 using a quarter with your pennies? Because 27 is bigger than 25. Let's see who got it. Here's my 25. This is my 25. 25, 26, 27. 27. So awesome, awesome job. So hopefully everybody got that. Okay, so we're going to end on our money. We're going to kind of go into, and I am doing this a little different, where I'm kind of covering a little different activities. I did our social studies, we did our math, we did a little money, and now I'm going to go into something a little different, and it's going to be stuff that's in our packet today, but it's going to be a little bit challenging. So you're going to need your notebook. So get your notebook. You need your notebook because I'm going to give you some words, and you need your dictionary. So you're going to need to be able to find these words that I say in your dictionary. In your dictionary. And I want you to write it in. So you're just going to kind of use a piece of paper. You can use this, or today's out of our packet number 5. Out of our packet number 5 today, you are going to be doing the yellow. So if you want to use this yellow as your word bank, you can do that. So if you don't have this, do your word bank on your yellow, which your yellow is in your packet number 5. So you can pause it if you need to go get that. If you need to get your dictionary, then just pause it, and then please go get those items. Okay, so we'll come back because I'm assuming some of you went to go get this. Okay, so with this, I'm going to give you some words. You've got to find them in your dictionary, okay? Once you find it in your dictionary, I want you to write it. You're either writing it on your here or you're writing it on here. So that way you kind of have a word bank. Okay, are you ready? First word I want you to find in your dictionary is the word horse. Horse. So you are going to look. Do you hear what sound that is? That's the letter you got to find. So you are going to go looking. So I found my page. I am going to look for the horse, and then I am going to write it. Since I have the notebook, I'm going to write it on the top line. So it's my word bank. So I want the word horse today. Okay? So horse is your word number 1 in your word bank. Word number 2, you ready, is monkey. Monkey. So again, listen, gotta go to that. Ready? So monkey, monkey. So you are going to look in your dictionary and find your monkey, and then that's what you're going to spell. You're going to write your monkey. And the next one is ladybug. So we need horse, monkey, ladybug. And so you're going to look for ladybug in your dictionary. So you go looking in your dictionary for ladybug. And you write it on there. Again, if you need a moment that maybe I'm going a little too fast and you're still trying to find that, push the pause button. Just stop, and then that way you can get it. And then I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so the words you need to have are horse, monkey, and ladybug. Those are noun words. Horse, monkey, ladybug. Okay, now we're going to add some more words into our word bank. So I'm kind of going to show you mine. So this is mine. So here's mine. So I kind of just wrote it. So this is because I'm not going to be writing on this paper today. This is just kind of like my paper for me to know my words that I'm going to be using. I have my horse, I have my monkey, and I have my ladybug. So those are my noun words. But now I want some verbs. Now a verb is going to be our action word, Okay, so I am going to write them big here. So I'm going to write them big here. And these action words are going to go to our noun words. So we are going to describe what are these nouns doing? What is the horse doing? What is the monkey doing? What is the ladybug doing? So we're going to say what they are doing. So their action word, what they are doing. So let me get my handy dandy marker. Okay, so here is one of our first words. Now I'm going to let you know a lot of these words, not a lot, all of them, are going to have the ing. I-N-G. And as you can hear, it's kind of windy today. I-N-G, ing. So ing is going to go to some of my words. Like if I am swinging, I am going to go swimming. The bug is flying. So ing is going to go on to our words today, are going to go on to our verbs, our action words. Okay, so the word that one of them is going to be this word. So my marker is kind of being funny there. So we have, let's say, what word is this? What word is that, Olivia? Run. Okay, so run, but I want running. That it's going to be running. Now running is kind of funny because I can't just write ing at the end of it, running. I've got to add another N. To spell it correctly, I need to add another N, and then I add ing, running. So in your notebook or wherever you're writing for your word bank, I want you to have that. I want you to have the ing in it. So remember, you're going to add an N, and then you're going to write ing. So I'm going to write that also. So that's part of my running. Now, what do you think would be running? Remember, I had a horse, a monkey, and a ladybug, Olivia. So I have a horse, monkey, ladybug. What do you think would be running? You're right, a horse. If I was going to have something running, it's most likely going to be my noun word, which was horse. So my horse, what is my horse going to be doing? Running, running. Now let's see what our other verb is. What's our other verb word? That's an action word of doing. Okay, here's my word. It does have a blend. Climb. Well, it kind of sounds, but it doesn't really follow the rules. Climb. Now, climb or climbing. Climbing. Something is climbing. So if I was climbing something, what would I be climbing? What do you think would be climbing? Would it be the horse? Would it be the monkey or the ladybug? Well, maybe you could do two of them. I'm going to kind of go more the monkey. The monkey is climbing something. What is the monkey climbing? So again, remember it's going to have the ing in it. It's going to have the ing, climbing. So again, make sure you write that in there because that is going to be your word bank. Your word bank, and my handy dandy pencil just went, I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. It was in this chair. So I'm going to go climbing. Climbing. Okay, so our next one, here we go, is, ooh, there's our Y. There's our Y. That sometimes Y sounds like an E, sometimes Y sounds like an I, sometimes Y is silent. This is another blend. Here's another blend. So we have coal and we have full. Full. This one's going to go I. Fly. Now, fly, but I want to add the ing. Fly. Ing. Flying. So there's my ing. Flying. And I see that you can't really see my dots when I put them. So flying. So what do you think would be flying? A horse, a monkey, or a ladybug? You're right. I would go more. What would be flying is a ladybug. A ladybug. So this is how I wrote it in mine. Now again, you could have wrote it different in your word bank, and that is 100% okay. So I have my noun words up here, which is my horse, my monkey, and my ladybug. Those are what I'm going to write about today. What are they doing? Well, one of them is going to be running. I'm most likely probably going to have my horse running. I have climbing. Most likely I'm going to have my monkey climbing something. And then I also have flying. And I'm most likely going to go more with my ladybug flying. I'm going to definitely do that. Okay, so that is your word bank. That is your word bank. So you are going to need this paper. So make sure you don't lose it. So keep it, because now it is time to see what are we doing in our packet today. Remember, packet number 5, yellow. Okay, so first page is, of course, yours to do, easy. There is a little more challenging word, and it's flowers. Now remember, whenever there's an S at the end, it means it's more than one. So flowers, meaning they have more than one flower. If it's just one flower, flower, more than one, flowers. And so we're going to put an S at the end. So again, read, answer. Here is your writing activity. This writing activity, is why you have your word bank. That is why you have your word bank. So that word bank, you are going to use those words for those sentences. So those sentences. Okay. Page number 3. It's a 10 frame. It tells you how many, 14, and then it wants you to color in what does 14 look like in a 10 frame. What does it look like in a 10 frame? Meaning, now it gives you a clue. You know, if there's a 1 in the front, that means one 10 frame is completely covered, and then it has 4 ones. So 1 stick of 10, 4 ones. Okay, that is your page. And then your last page is going to be just, again, identifying your number, or not your number, sorry, your money. You are going to go with nickels. Nickels are blue, quarters are yellow. Count them up and write how many nickels, how many quarters. And that is your last page for today. That is your last page for today. So do some awesome writing. Make sure that you have your illustration. Remember, illustration goes to the words, meaning in my illustration, I should have there should be a horse or a monkey or a ladybug. You don't have to do all 3, but you definitely have to have one of those. If you have like a dragon in there, or you have something at the beach, That is not part of it. That's not part of what your words were. So your illustration always wants to go to the words that you're doing. So awesome job today. I will definitely see you soon. You have an amazing day. And remember who loves you? Jesus loves you, and so do